The next generation of millionaires will be a computer-savvy bunch. For every innovator such as Mark Zuckerberg who uses their tech knowledge for good, there are plenty of online users who make a living off hacking into people's financial information and other data. So many scams. With all the technology, is it even possible to keep from getting taken? This is what I wish you knew about preventing scams. Hi, I'm Adam Goldberg, and welcome to I Wish You Knew. Entertainment is a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's no secret. But did you know that just breaking into the entertainment industry is also a billion-dollar industry? With so many people looking to become the next viral sensation, scammers across the world have been able to tap into their desire for fame by making false promises to upcoming actors, models, and musicians across the world. Here to tell you what they wish you knew are...
Hey guys, I'm Byron.
Yasmin Arrington.
Torin Cooper.
All right, guys. So how do we feel about this whole topic? You have all of these scammers trying to scam, artists, models, musicians.
It's a good hustle. I mean, if you're trying to make some money, that's the way to do it, to hustle people. People are with passion are always looking to perfect their craft, always looking to get into the entertainment business. So if people are smart, like if they want to make money, just say, hey, I have a model call, just come and pay me $1,000 and we'll send you the pictures next month or something like that.
It's alive and well, and people play off of other people's disparity. Like, for me, for one, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, all that fun stuff, but one of the things that I decided to do was start my own label. Exactly. Because, I've been approached a few times with, from quote-unquote other label people, and they want to do this and do that. I didn't really look into it because I didn't know too much about them, never heard of them. They could be trying to take my money. They need this, they need that. No, I'll just go drop the couple $100 and build my own. So I just feel like they're playing off of people's disparity for fame, which is, it's alive and well, and it's an addiction.
No, I mean that's a great option. Being independent. I have a friend whose brother has a recording studio, and what he does, and this is I feel awful saying this. He prompts false hope into these young artist guys. He's like, okay, I know you want to have a rap career. Come into my studio. We'll make an album, and the album was great. How about some more recording time? That's going to be a couple $100. It's a billion-dollar industry, and it's wild.
I think like Byron said, they play off your disparity. Like you're so hopeful of getting into it. That's why it's probably easier to get those aspiring artists who are young, who don't know that much information about the industry or contracting and negotiating, stuff like that. So it's a good hustle, but you really have to be smart. And I would say like to seek out like a mentor who can, or maybe they might be scamming you too, so you really don't know.
True. I mean, you can't trust everybody.
You haven't lived if you haven't been scammed at least once.
You gotta,
and that's the truth.
You need that moment in the darkness when you're like, I needed that $3,000 or something else. And,
I have mentors and people who always say you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in yourself, particularly in the entertainment industry. So if we're talking, like you said, if we're talking music, if we're talking modeling, if we're talking acting, there are classes. There are classes for acting. There are modeling classes. There's, I guess for musicianship and composition and all that. And so if there are people who can deem themselves as experts, whether they're experts or not, and they say they offer a class for, I don't know, it could be anywhere from $45, $100, $500.
Sure.
And then with modeling and acting, you need headshots, you need test shoots, and photographers will easily charge $500 to $1,000 for one shoot for like 5 images. I mean, just
That's
like,
a hustle.
it's crazy. Oh, of course, like people are hustling all the time, but it's like, I mean, what do you do? So sometimes it's like, okay, should I take this chance or?
I mean, you got to be careful. Like, again, I play the artist card because I've been there, I've done that. Like, you got to go with your gut. Like, if you don't feel like it's right inside, then just don't go with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays. I mean, even the most legit stuff, like a legit label could approach you and say, we want to do blah, 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 blah. But then, let's say they give you an advancement check. They're going to want some return on that investment. And if you don't return, you're $3,000 in the hole, or you're $15,000 in the hole for some of these guys. So
that's why reading is fundamental.
Exactly. So
you got to read the fine print in the terms and conditions.
It's never too
And
early.
you know we don't do that. That's another problem. That's
why we
another
get
problem.
hustled.
Yeah, that's a whole other
But
issue. right there.
invest in yourself first. Like practice your craft, practice your singing, practice your drawing or your artsmanship, because somebody will notice it, and somebody legit will notice it. But definitely do your research and make sure you're covered, because
Well, you keep saying legit, like Adam and Byron. What is legit? Like, what is that?
legit is able to be traced, able to show you history of their work. So like credibility
Yeah.
in a nutshell. Like for me, when people ask me like, oh, you do music, you record, you blah blah blah. Like, where's your kind of portfolio? I say just go online to SoundCloud or Facebook or Instagram, and I have evidence of
right
what
there.
I've done. It's all right there. If you come to me and say, yo, I'm relaxing couch and chair records. I wanna produce you.
Looking around.
I'm like, I'm trying to put something together, like,
plastic water bottle
Yeah.
records.
I'm Rug Records.
But
Like,
you saying like it's important to like do your research.
Yeah, research, especially in the industry. That is, I keep telling people, that's why I started to do my own, because I just
You got
found
hustled before?
So I didn't get hustled. Like, I didn't lose any money.
I mean, you can
but-
share. I mean,
yeah, I didn't lose any money. But like I said, I was approached by people who heard me sing and all this other stuff, and they were like, "Yo, we want to do X, Y, and Z." I did my research, and it came up that they weren't who they said they were. So
We're gonna hold that right there. I'm really loving this. We're gonna take a quick break, but first, it's trivia time. What federal agency is responsible for the country's cybersecurity? The answer when we get back. All right, welcome back to I Wish You Knew. All right, so now we're talking about, we've talked about the entertainment industry. Let's talk a little bit about social media and how to prevent yourself from being catfished.
Listen, don't talk to strangers.
It was a serious
Okay,
one.
Now,
Yeah.
essentially, everybody's a stranger online, but you have to,
Yeah.
you know a stranger when you see a stranger
Exactly.
online.
Let's back up for a second. So when I say catfished, what does that mean? So catfished, it all started with a documentary from Nev Schulman about how he met someone online who wasn't who they said they were.
Right.
Since then, it's become a pretty famous MTV show that's gone on for a couple seasons. So, Torin, during the break, he admitted. So you've been catfished.
Have I been catfished? I have before, and it was so weird because I knew from the moment she wasn't real, because the picture didn't even like match up all of them. It was like only like 5 pictures that you can see, and then when we were like on like FaceTime or something like that, she wouldn't show her face, and I was like, "Yo, show your face, face," and then it was so awkward and weird. And I was with my brother, and I was like, "Listen, this girl's trying to catfish me. Come see." And it was just like, and she did, and then I did like the whole Google thing. We could look up images, and I found the actual page of the girl who was in the picture. And then I was like, "Hey, somebody's using pictures." It's like, "Yeah, this happened before."
So, oh wow! So they
you
stole
were
it from
Nev
someone
in
else's page.
Yeah.
That actually
okay.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
I have some friends who, like, model friends, and they're like, guys, this is a fake account with using my pictures. This is not me, and it happens a lot.
I mean, but let's look at like how. Like if somebody took your picture, or somebody took your picture, Yasmin, and they put it, and they
They
put
should
it,
be so lucky. They should be so lucky to use your
if somebody used your pictures as like their like catfish bait, like, and then
I'd
you
be
get
mad.
you get that random email like,
Somebody
yo,
would know.
somebody.
Yeah.
But I mean, like how does that other person on the other side of the fence feel? Like, I mean, do you think they feel like like a little bit of confidence boost? Like, okay,
So like,
You're
I'm
saying
good.
that-
Like people want to look like me. I think
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be like confidence.
Wait,
booster,
you're
you know?
saying the person who is
like
using
if somebody
the
took
image.
your picture and used your picture, and then somebody emails you like, yo, somebody's using your picture, like, is that a confidence boost for you, or like would you feel weirded out by that?
It's creepy, for sure.
Weird.
I can see
don't
how
know.
it can be a compliment.
Yeah.
I know that, I'm in a relationship right now. I know that if I go back into the dating world at some point, I'm just going to take Torrance profile. all right?
Go ahead.
I'm just going to take that face. Yeah.
By all
With a name like Goldberg. Yeah, totally.
Just keep your hands out of the picture. Just keep it like this.
It's not as simple as not talking to strangers because
Right.
essentially everybody is
Yeah.
a stranger online.
Exactly.
But I think Adam mentioned like if they have like mutual friends, then you can search their friends list and look at their pictures and say, okay, well I went to the same school with you, but not at the same time. So we have this in common. Let me see if this person knows you. And then I would ask like, bro, you know her or do you know him? And they say, no, I don't know them. And I'm like, oh, don't confirm.
That's not a real
and it's
person.
easy like that.
But so we're talking about how to not get catfished, and but I will say that I've noticed with these online dating apps, they're like look so unofficial and creepy. Maybe creepy is not the word, but like Tinder and blackpeoplemeet.com and like all singles hookup connection, love
Meet
connection,
eHarmony.
and all this plenty
Now,
of
look,
fish.
eHarmony is
and it's,
convincing.
and it's but see the thing is how they've created them. They're based off of visual. So the first thing you see is a picture of a person, and so.
Maybe they should do like a video call only, like dating app. Would you guys be interested in that as millennials? Like that?
As millennials,
But then that's
probably,
weird
as
because
we know.
you're on video chat with someone
girlfriend
that you don't
killed
even know, and it's kind of like
Yeah,
weird.
that's a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think dating apps in general should be, they're introductory,
Yeah.
websites, where you can meet someone and then take it from there. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of the whole point. That's what I got out of Catfish is, as long as you know who they are, you can from there, FaceTime with them, or if they're not showing their face, maybe not FaceTime with them again, for example. But no, yeah,
Like if you FaceTime them, right, and you're looking at the picture, all right, it's a gorgeous girl, whatever, and then
Well, these apps also come with like privacy settings
lost
as
it.
well
I lost
too,
it.
where you
And
can.
it's like a 40-year-old man like
protect
this,
your
then
accounts.
you just.
But
hang
you
up.
know what's really scary about it? So we're talking about do your research, but there's still like a population of particularly teenagers that are getting tricked,
Oh, yeah.
and going into, I know I'm getting a little bit out here, but then they end up selling them into prostitution and that's,
Sure.
catfish,
Yeah.
they catch people.
Yeah, especially when you meet up in person and it's like,
You
you're
gotta
not a
be-
woman.
yeah, I can see how it's tough to to translate having a public Instagram profile to becoming a sex slave. Like that seems so extreme.
But it happens.
But it can
though.
happen. I'm sure it's happened before, and
Yeah.
that's what's
And it's a
scary.
problem.
I think the moral of the story is be your own detective. do not be naive, because a lot of people they'll throw on the table, well, I didn't know. Whose fault is that?
That also come from,
But
like,
can
your
we say
marketing,
that
like,
to a
what goes online.
15-year-old?
I mean,
yes, of course.
Can we?
So
really?
in that case, let's look
Really?
at some red flags. Okay,
red flag number one.
Yeah, what's number one?
If they have a flip phone, get a new friend. Get a new friend.
No, if they only
You're
have one
offending my
picture,
grandma right now, and I would like you to stop.
if they only have like one picture, then something is up. And if they have
Yeah.
an account for like a year or so, if you only have one picture, like this is shady. Like, where's your family? Where's your friends? Like, what do you do?
Are you alone?
You have four friends, and your picture is just cleavage. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information?
It's like
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
It's do not buy the cow before you get the milk. Just
Yeah, that's a clear red flag. I'm glad you bring that up because if they're like, so say if I would just
I think I found my red flag right here.
if I would just like show off my muscles, like I'm not a catfish, but I'm sure people will like click on my picture and see. But if there's not more to it, then it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't accept this guy, or and that's a clear red flag if it's only like revealing pictures.
And then if they're asking for favors too, like if we're talking about red flags, if they're asking for, send me this kind of
money.
picture, send me
Yeah.
some money,
Yeah.
Yeah,
scam,
That's
boom,
a red flag.
hello.
We're gonna have to take a break. I'm sorry to cut you guys off. More on scams when we return. Be sure to tell us what you think by using the hashtag IWYK. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. We're going to break down the 3 ways we can stay scam-free online. Number 1, watch what you post. Number 2, be weary of fake accounts.
Always.
And number 3, be thorough. Let's talk about it.
Ditto to that.
Yeah, so you're responsible for what people see or don't see online.
Exactly.
So if you don't want people to know your credit card number, don't take a picture of it and put it online and say, hey, this is my new credit card.
But
and
nobody
hey, the
does
back.
that though, right?
Listen, I've seen it.
Are you
I've seen
serious?
it.
You put your credit card online?
I've seen like one guy, he does a video of like all these like oddly spelled words and just what people post like dumb stuff online. And person posted their new debit card, like, yo, I got my new debit. It was custom. I got my new debit card. Blah, blah, blah. I got my family's picture on it,
right.
and they got everything on there. And then turn it around, boom. It's like, okay.
But what they do is they say something like, if your age was your credit card number, what would it be? And then they type in the credit card number. I would be this age. And it's like, oh, well, what does the back say? And then you can get the number like that, and then it's easy. So you got to be careful when people like post funny stuff that could be serious too. So you're responsible for your own privacy.
Listen, man. Do not be naive. Like it comes down to like I can't speak for everybody, but it's just watch out. Like you can't just sit there and type. Oh, you want $1,000? I got $1,000. Like what? Like that's random.
You want a $25 Walmart gift card? Like
no, I don't.
How did that happen?
I pay stuff for cash at Walmart, but
that stuff comes through your emails and stuff like Walmart just selected you for a free lifetime, gift card of $1,000 or something like that.
I actually got a loan email, and I forwarded it to my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, is this real? She was like, no, son, it's not real.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't going to, like, act on it, but it looked legit. It looked legit. Not everything that shines is
So
gold.
we're able to recognize this, but do you think that most millennials are more susceptible? Sorry. Do you think that more millennials are susceptible?
Susceptible.
It's okay. Do you think they could recognize this type of technology?
They should.
I think they should be able to.
They should.
I mean, but
We're making like a big assumption.
yeah, we
here.
can't assume
I mean,
so much.
but the term millennial is you grew up in a certain time where technology was everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, because it's everywhere, you should be familiar with it.
Yeah, there's enough information out there to know, like how to spot fake accounts. I mean, we grew up in the era where my parent was like over my shoulder on the computer. What are you looking at? Don't click on this. Don't talk to this person. So I think other millennials, if they had that kind of like guidance, then they will be able to. But there's definitely enough information out there in cases where people have gotten catfished and scammed where you can just research it and it just come up.
Yeah, I would say Google, I mean, of course, but Google is amazing. Like we don't even have to type it now. We could just speak.
Okay. Take me to Mom's house.
Right.
Do we care about our privacy? Do you guys care about your privacy online?
I mean, I do, but
now.
I don't post
I do
anything
now.
crazy online. So I don't I mean, if you want to hack my Instagram and see videos of me being the Flash, then that's fine. Have fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, just watch what you put on there. Like if you don't put anything suspect, then if it's bad to have your privacy invaded, of course. But I mean, just watch what you put.
Adam, do you care about privacy?
You gotta be careful.
I'm
You got
torn.
some-
I've got a public Instagram
You got a
now.
public face.
Yeah, right.
He's a public figure. He has to protect himself.
Yeah, right.
Got some frat house party photos that you don't want anyone to see. Yeah.
Get out of here. No, but do you guys? Am I the only one that gets like scam phone calls? Do you guys ever get phone calls from
Not
like,
phone
yeah.
calls, but
Oh, the hotel?
emails.
just mostly emails? You
I get
said?
the hotel ones. I had to
I do get the hotel
block their
ones,
number
too.
because it's a 202 number, and that's the area code.
But you got to be careful when you post your number because that's how
I
you get
didn't.
it.
But
too.
I don't know how. That's the thing. I don't know
they
how.
got it.
I literally just got this phone, and
already
I
got
don't
it.
know
Yeah.
how they got my number. Like it's a 202 number. It looks kind of like my number, so I answered it one day.
Companies will buy like number lists
But it's
from
like,
different
I pick up and it's like,
organizations. So
hey, this is Hilton Hotel. You have a blah blah blah. I don't even have vacations. Like leave me alone. Like I work too
I
much.
don't have vacation time.
Yeah, like what?
sometimes that comes from other things that we register for too. So
Yeah.
like pretty much anything that you buy online or look at, a lot of times you have to register first name, last name, email, and they can pretty much.
Yeah.
They have all our information.
And as you talked about, like millennials, we're always like online shopping,
Sure.
Buying stuff online, and
just
we don't
bought a
read the
car
terms
the
and
other day.
conditions. We just scroll through and here's my email, here's my phone
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, U2 is on your iPhone. Okay, how did they get there? I never consented to that.
Right.
You know, I have respect for you two, but they're on my music app.
It's in
to
the fine
read
print,
more.
man. It's in the 0.2 font that you gotta get.
Well, sometimes it's just
the
right there,
glasses.
and we just scroll through.
Just scroll through.
I know I do, and I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. I don't read the terms and conditions sometimes.
Neither do I.
But I care about my
It's
power.
confession time.
Listen, from the heart, I don't read terms or conditions. Just have at it. That's as long as I get what I need.
Moral of the story: read more, you won't get scammed. Right?
Reading is fundamental. That's what they taught you. Just do it.
True.
What were you going to say about online shopping?
Well, I actually was going to go back to the privacy
Okay.
thing because, you know, we talk about privacy and being careful what you post, but, you know, speaking for me, everything is public, and that's intentional.
Definitely.
Very intentional. But with our millennials, I mean, Snapchat, like this stuff we think is private. Sorry, it's public. Once you put anything you put out, pictures, video, voice,
it's all there.
it's
Sure.
there. It's on the internet. It's on the World Wide Web, and it's not going anywhere. And so, you know, privacy for me, I feel, what's the word? Like, I've been hacked, and I've been.
I feel like a victim.
My
Yeah.
my private information was hacked into by someone I knew and
That's scary.
trusted. That I felt extremely violated.
Wow.
But the thing is, and I didn't even know how they did it.
Yeah,
and so we
that's
have to
creepy.
be like, you can't always be 1,000% sure
you gotta
about
be
your
vigilant. You got to
privacy.
be so aware all the time.
Yeah, with technology, but the best thing to do is, you know, like they say, change your passwords all the time, update the
great.
firewalls, and have the security. What is it? What the computers have?
Yeah, have a firewall, and
Virus
that's
protection.
Virus
yeah.
protection.
You gotta have all that stuff. I'm sorry, but we've run out of time. Before we go, the answer to our trivia question is
The Department of Homeland
Security. Right? Yeah.
Department of Homeland Security. How about
Yeah.
that? That's all the time we have for this edition of I Wish You Knew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
So that person would have got taken to the parking.
You had to call the police and say,
I don't fight.
Well, I would have had a